Will you claim ancient power? Are you ready?
Welcome once again, you Mythgard lovers, to another Mythgard Live. This one will be doing blue-yellow control, as you can probably tell by the title. So once again, we'll just do a real quick overview. It's obviously blue-yellow, a little bit more stacked towards yellow, as you can tell by the ratios, but the blue is definitely good support. So we have 3 Speedway, 3 Ironhenge Arthane, 2 Boot of the World, 3 Tailroot Worm, 3 Blackened Jotun, and 2 Stairway. We have 4 Maze, 3 Falls, by many Falls, I think, 3 Yahui, 4 Mesa Libre, 3 Serpent's Den, 2 Vicious Cycle, a Misanthropia, and 3 Bulwark. Bulwark being a really good card that you would want to run if you're doing blue-yellow. So, I believe the idea is this is obviously a control-y list, and it's fairly enchantment heavy, so that's why we have the Tailroot Worms. I played a little bit with the deck. Obviously, in the Speedway is a good enchantment. It's a really good buff, and everyone is quite good. Root of the World, I'm not too sold on. Occupying minion has 1, place this minion on the bottom of the owner's deck and draw your next minion. I'm not too sold on that. I mean, maybe if you have a lot of cheap stuff, but I mean, it just doesn't seem as good as some other enchantments you could run. So that's potential upgradability for the deck. As again, I'm taking this list as I found it. I didn't want to make too many changes, but I might down the line. But just for the purposes of this, no changes. Now, the Falls is quite nice, regen 2, and when the minion is created in this lane, gain 2 life. That's some really good for, well, it's good in control, obviously. And the regen 2 is quite nice on a beefy creature. And the other one, we have Serpent's Den, gives you some recurring board presence, provided they don't remove the enchantment. Because if they decided to, on their turn, kill the snake, on your turn, you get a snake. And if they decide to not attack into the enchantment, you can move your snake off and then get like lots of 1/1 generation from that. So I found that to be quite nice. 1 Misanthropia, I'd say that's more upgradability. I think 2 is pretty optimal. Well, you can only run 2 because I think it's of the rarity. I would definitely bump it up to 2, potentially thin something. But as far as the beefy creatures, we only really have Blackened Jotun. Oh, I forgot to talk about Stairway. It's +2/+3. It's good stuff. But you can start to see the point of the deck. Control the board, get your enchantments set up, get your payoff of the enchantments, and win from there. Just sort of slowly out-resource your opponent. Let's get into some gameplay. Okay. Game number 1. We're up against Eternal Gamer 007, so you know it's serious business. I forgot to mention we're running Rainbow's End Impel. Impel is just to try and reach things that might be playing out of your range, control the board. And Rainbow's End, we're enchantment heavy, plus we get the coin. It's quite nice. It is not my turn, I just want to make sure. But given our hand, sadly we won't have a turn 1 play. We could ramp out an early Thane, but we don't tend to be playing that aggressively, however. So I'm going to get rid of a Serpent's Den. I think we're fine with taking this slowly. I think I'll get rid of a... Shall I? Or shall I get rid of Blackened Jotun? Let's get rid of the Jotun. And we'll end there. So he burned an orange, and he burned blue. Dust Devil comes down. So this is where we could ramp into Serpent's Den. We could do that. get some early value generation. I kind of like it, to be honest. I kind of like it. And I don't think that you're going to have tools to punish it. Do I really want Bulwark? I don't think so. Although, no, Serpentine needs double yellow, so I can't Serpentine. Then what shall I do? I should burn a yellow this turn. Let me burn the Falls. And just play Thane, just block. Yeah, I'll just block with Thane. I don't want to take too much damage early. He really cares about this? I could mess up Liberate it and then trade. That's probably going to be the play. So let's do that. Since he's kind of stacking this, so I can just trade it. Unless he removes this. If he's going to cradle this too much, probably just going to vicious cycle it. We'll see what he does. He opted to buff instead of develop. And double Sandscape. Why? Why? Okay, well, I'll just take that. I'm definitely going to Serpentine this turn. I don't think we want... Do we want Speedway with like a Talbot Worm? It's pretty good. I think we're going to get rid of Thane here. And I'm going to do both. I'm going to do this over here and use my coin to play Speedway. So I'm not really sure what benefit he gets from having so many deserts. He's just sort of dumping his hand. So I can get another Serpentine over there. And just block. Do I want to burn the Yahoo is the question. Now I think we're chilling because he's quite down on resources. He does have Impel, so he can move across if he really wants to. Oh, he has a buff on enchantment. It's not that big of a deal. They kill both my snakes, so they just come back. Why did you get another attack? I love unexplained things. Well, let's +2/+2 on armor 1. We will burn the Yahoo now, and we'll just throw this down. He's only got 2 cards. I couldn't block this, which is unfortunate, but he can't attack with this, so he could impel over and trade into it that way, but that's kind of inefficient. He's only at 4 with 2 cards, so if he wants more resources he has to burn. He burns card draw, which is very good for me. He's kind of all in on whatever this is. he impels that to take it out. I mean, that's fine. Don't you know? Don't you know? Well, it's got defender. Let's move you off. I think I'm just gonna clear his board. If I were to give you +2/+2 and armor 1, that would let me value trade. So I think I'm gonna do this. And I'll want to keep that. I'm probably gonna burn this. I don't really like it, as I say. And let's slowly chip down this artifact as well. The falls is gonna prevent me from being burned down. Construct is fine for me. I'll just trade. I probably want to just draw a card off of this. Misanthropia, huh? Not terrible. So let's make that trade. This is obviously gonna happen. I can't move that off anyway, so I may as well just attack. And let's get some regen here. Unfortunately, we don't draw. Well, no, there was a bonus draw. We might still get a monster at the start of the turn. He's drawing very well off the top, though. I just need to block that. Well, now I can impel. Trade. So the maze over here and get more regen. Potential regen anyway. It's not guaranteed. Does it have overrun? Shit. So any removal for that, no win. What do I need to do then to take it out? Mesa Libre is good. To heal. I don't think Stairway is gonna really cut it here. Let me just heal a bunch. And stun. One card. Another mythic. I'm surprisingly okay with that. Let me go impel. Oh, come on, dude. How perfect do you need to draw? That wasn't a good game, so I'm not going to good game you. His top decks were way too insane. Like, I was drawing 2 drops. Well, that's game 1. I'll do 3 games. Do 3 games. Like, how many mythics do you need to draw off the top? It's freaking crazy, dude. Well, Maze is a better start than what we had last time. I hate that card. I will have to eventually contest it, but there's nothing I can do about it right this second. Oh, I could early Thane. It. I might do that. Because I don't want to lose too much life to it to just from it getting cradled too early. Do you know what I mean? It could be problematic if I let it happen. I don't see what he could have to protect it though. Other than that, man, I hate this strategy of I'm just gonna Jade turn 1, and you're never gonna kill it. It's kind of silly. Well, I have ways of getting my health back in the late game. So I'm gonna bank on it a little bit. Let's throw a maze over here. Try and draw into some things. At any point I can speedway and kill it. But 1 damage isn't the biggest deal. Maybe you healing for 1 is though. Maybe you healing for 1 is the problem here. Let's see. Does he have another Spinneret? That'll be super annoying. I'll still be able to kill it if he does Spinneret, so I guess I'm fine with that. He has another Spinneret. Is this not the most insane thing you've ever seen? I need to burn a blue, so I have to burn Speedway for Speedway. And I'll play it over here. I kind of want to develop the Serpent's Den next turn, plus... Well, I can't do another maze. He's just going to ignore everything now. I think I should throw it here. I have the falls though. So what do I want to do? Can't Yahoo falls. I think I should burn a Meso Libre. It's risky. Is that way I can get away with? Not really. What does this do? Really cares about this. And he's playing into Misanthropia when he knows I'm playing yellow and I'm coming up to 5. Feels weird, man. Does it gain? Of course, as soon as I get the well, I already had Vicious Cycle, but I can just Vicious Cycle next turn. It's not the biggest deal. Alright, definitely gonna set up Serpent's Den this turn, and probably Maze as well, or Falls. Serpent's Den and Falls, and Burn Yahoe. Serpent's Den, Burn Yahoe, and develop Falls over here, because I'll probably be dropping my threats over here. Just chill. Just chill. And I'll drop the Talbot Worm maybe on that. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it's got Deadly, so I wouldn't really want to do that. You have Deadly, so why do you care that much about protecting it? I'm going to Vicious Cycle this. If you're gonna Cradle it that hard, I'm gonna Vicious Cycle it. It's gonna happen. Vicious Cycle. Vicious Cycle always happens. Do I want another maze? I think another maze is a bit greedy, because I could set up another Serpent's Den. And I shall. Oh, I forgot to attack here, didn't I? I'm not a smart player. It's been a while since I played Mythgard, so I'm a bit out of the loop. I just sort of wanted to make more videos, or another video I should say, and I just sort of jumped into it, but I really should have done some warm-up games or something. I mean, but who do you go for? Because I can just impel over, you know that, right? You silly fool. Maybe I should just crash it in. Yeah, glad that I didn't let that slide. And that's Talbot Worm here. I'll just get myself a card. We're chilling. He's quite low on resources. He has Journey of Souls though, so we'll be able to get back some things. Spinneret doesn't do much here. Like, yeah, it might go to one attack or no attack here if he really cares. But he's only got 2 cards to work with. He did Foresight last turn, so this is expected to be quality. But I have another cycle. Oh, it's watered. Yeah, that's a problem. Snake generates here. Doesn't matter. Let's Bulwark and draw a card. Oh, Mr. Library is quite nice. Swing? Yeah, swing. Libre. Well, I can burn Thane and also gain some life. Yeah, let's do that. Unfortunately, these can't go anywhere, so I'm just gonna swing. So I missed out on that one attack with Thane while it was on the Speedway, so he could be at 16. I'll just keep that in mind to see if a misplay was a factor. Do you know what I mean? It just has overdrive, right? That's pretty punishing. So I've got 4 on it. Oh, that'll kill it. That will kill it. Do I have enough? I have exact. It's pretty good. Let's Speedway Impel. Actually, we discussed +3/+3. But that doesn't matter because I wouldn't have the attack. This should be able to trade with it. And just in case it's the gaining. Oh, see, now that was like a really good outcome for me. Super good outcome. He's just like, I need to get some damage in with something. But the Ring of Eternity is coming down on my Tailworm. You better believe it, my dude. Thank you for the ring. And throw another Tailworm down. And just keep dropping threats at this point. I could obviously move these off, but I kind of want to just get into damage. Like, it's not super important that I have, like... And that would actually just block up a falls when I might want to heal. It would block up a falls when I might want the healing. And that is GG. GG. Okay. We're earning a ton of experience, which is good. So, I think I'll leave it at that. I don't want these episodes to go for too long, because I understand it's pretty easy to just lose interest if the video's too long. I'm going to keep them trying shorter than half an hour. I think is very good, so I'm approaching that. I think one game would go over. But that's it for the list. Let me go back to it. I hope that some of the cards in there and the synergies made sense. You know, having the Tailworm on the Speedway or the Stairway is quite good. Boot of the World, again, if I had to pick, I would honestly just pick something like a Canhenge over it if it were me. And it's also a very cheap card. I'm sure there's a lot of enchantments in blue that are quite good. We're maxed out on Speedways, but I don't know. Let's have a look at what else there is. I obviously don't have all the cards, but checking. There's Maelstrom, which is quite a good control tool for Swarm, which we kind of had an answer to some extent. Sea Haven is another good one if you have Sea Haven. I mean, there's plenty. There's plenty to pick from. So yeah, that's the list though. We went 1-1. You don't always need to know if it's gonna be. Well, it's a 50-50. It could have been more if we did that third game, but that's it. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm going to put the list in the. I'm not going to put the list in the description because this is a deck on MinMax's website. So if you want the list, go there and check it out. And I'll see you in the next live. Peace.